Chief, I think we're ready for you to.
You got the folder, Chad?
I do.
Oops.
You want to add to it?
Oh,
Um,
that's Chad.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Brian, your last name was what, Conway?
Yes.
Conway, Brian
Yep,
Conway.
C-O-N-W-A-Y.
That's Kathleen.
Hi,
She's
that's
a clerk.
my grandmother's maiden name.
Ah, get out of here. Small world.
Yeah.
The Irish are very original.
Yeah.
Do you need to charge your phone?
I mean, it's one day, but I don't want to move anything. Shouldn't be here that long.
Are we good? Holly, did you check? We're good?
You're on the air.
There you go. Getting some early rest for the weekend, I guess. What was the result of that with the sidewalk?
And both of those are occupied there.
Yeah.
It's 10 hours.
10?
And it's not between the hours of 7
What are you gonna charge this?
and 7 a.m.
No,
They don't
no, this is not, just my regular phone. It's not, it's fine. How do you connect to the village? You change the passcode in here?
I was going to bother you guys with the Wi-Fi when you had it.
Kathleen, do you have the Wi-Fi?
Do I have the what?
Wi-Fi for in
info
here.
for Brian?
Look under here. Here.
It's coming down there.
Same one.
I'm ready.
Okay. Look it up. Okay, good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the January 21st Village Board meeting. If you can, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call of board members.
Trustee Polari. Present. Trustee Cellier.
Present.
Trustee Truzino.
Present.
Trustee Duff.
Present.
Mayor Howley.
Present.
Attorney Conway.
Present.
All here.
Okay, no public hearings this evening. A couple of announcements. We'll go right into the snow plan. Just so everyone knows, property owners, businesses, homes, if you have a sidewalk in front of your premise, your business, I said, and homes, you have to remove the snow from the sidewalk. It's pretty much code everywhere I look in the state of New York. You have 10 hours from the last snowfall, excluding the hours 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., so they don't come into play. But it is the homeowner or the business owner's responsibility to do that. Winter overnight parking. There is no street parking on the village streets from November 1st to April 1st during the hours of 7 p. to 7 a.m. Now, we're realists. We do know people do, obviously, there's small driveways, they'll park. But if you know this storm is coming, really be off the roads. We have Deputy Commissioner of the DPW here, and I hear from him once in a while, and I hear from his drivers. It really, really impedes the proper removal of the snow. A lot of our roads are narrow, small, and short, and one car in the middle of the road, or on the side of the road could really impede their job. They're up long hours, they're working in the night, you know, having to dodge cars on the roads isn't a good way to do that. So please, take the time to get your car. If you don't have anything at your home and you can drop it off at the municipal lot, it's a lot better than putting it on a street that will make the plows impassable sometimes. Correspondence, there is correspondence available for anyone to look at. All the board members do have a copy of all correspondence. Visiting elected officials, town councilman Floyd D'Angelo, anything from the town? Thank you. Reports of boards and department heads. DPW, Bill.
As you know, we've been out about 5 times this month,
Yep.
and I thank Adam for the cooperation with the police to help get the cars off the road. Sometimes we have 10-foot plows, we can't get down to some of these streets, but
Yeah.
they have a car on each side.
Yep.
So it works, he's helped us a lot.
Great,
So-
great. And that's important.
Anytime, Bill.
He just gave the orders, that's all, but,
I told him I lit a fire.
I
yeah.
don't care who does it, but they do.
Yeah, it's good, and again, like, in my limited conversation with you guys, that seems to come up every year. Hey, man, they're killing us, you know, but it's hard, and
When you
you,
can't get the truck down through the roads, you don't
Yeah.
wanna hit somebody.
Exactly.
We try not to hit anybody.
exactly, and,
Once in a while we do, but not very often.
no, you do a good job, and, obviously this weekend,
We
everyone's,
got another one coming this week.
this weekend, yeah, so, okay.
And like you say, the guys are tired.
Yeah,
We
Yep.
worked 35 hours of overtime this weekend, so
Yeah.
by
Well, that
Sunday,
double-
they're pretty tired.
that double back-to-back
Yeah, that
really
was a
throws
tough
you, really throws you also. Anyway, tell the guys, I appreciate all that, what they do, and good job.
Okay.
How's-
Kathleen, I got your email, and we'll take care of that in the morning.
Thank you so much.
How's our salt stash?
We got plenty. We have it coming in all the time. We'll have plenty.
Good.
We'll be, for here, we have it coming in the other, we bring it from the other side. We have it, 500 tons ordered, so that we have plenty coming in.
Great.
There's no shortage so far.
Okay, thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
have a good one. Parks Department, Brendan. You also, you weren't getting much sleep last
No.
weekend, and,
So we've been busy plowing snow at all village-owned properties during the winter storm events. After that, we have to clean and service all the trucks and equipment, get all the salt off of them, try to preserve them. Completed some repairs at Village Hall, a couple building repairs at the community center, repaired one of the garage doors at the DPW, repaired the exhaust extractor system at the bus garage, performed maintenance on the temporary heating system at the water plant, and emptied all public garbage cans. That's all we have.
okay,
We're ready for the next storm this weekend.
you got it. Thank you,
Thank you.
Brendan. Police Department.
Good evening, everyone. For December of 2025, the Greenwood Lake Police Department handled 673 blotter reports, conducted 135 traffic stops, issued 89 traffic summonses, handled 12 motor vehicle accidents, responded to 28 check welfare assist citizens, along with 16 medical aided calls, and 2 arrests were executed. Our average response time for all calls for the service this month was 2.5 minutes. We have no new hires, rehires, and/or resignations. We expect 2 part-time police officers to resign in mid-2026. As a result, we are conducting background investigations on 2 candidates for part-time police positions, contingent on the successful completion of these investigations. As a reminder, we are currently seeking part-time police officers, and we are continually hiring when candidates are a good fit for our department and our community. We are focusing our efforts on enhancing wellness for both our officers and our community. Our goal is to have our instructional staff certified in areas such as personal fitness, nutrition, wellness coaching, and crisis intervention for individuals and groups. This initiative will be valuable not just for our staff, but for everyone in our community as we plan to roll out programs that benefit all residents. With the frigid temperatures and icy conditions, it's essential to prioritize safety while enjoying winter activities. As the lake freezes over, please exercise caution around the water. Stay off any ice that appears thin or has cracks. Keep a close eye on children near the lake, even if they aren't yours. And monitor our local weather updates and consider the safety and enjoyment of those around you. If you see someone being reckless or unsafe, please call our police department at 845-477-9211 to report it. While we encourage everyone to enjoy winter activities, let's do so safely and respectfully. Stay warm and have fun. And that's the end of my report.
I'd just like to add one thing.
Sure.
For those who take any kind of motorized vehicles on the lake, truly be careful of bubbler systems.
Yes.
There are many bubbler systems around, and I think some of them extend a little bit too far out, and we're going to try to address that, obviously, for next year.
Wonderful.
But like I said, ice is fun, but you've got to be careful.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Have a good night.
You too. Water operator Phil isn't here this evening, but he's basically, we're waiting for final results from the Department of Health. I know I've been talking about this for quite a while. We feel that we're at the proverbial end of the tunnel. The light is there. So we're expecting, and I know I said this before, but we are expecting to start the refurbishing of the water plant sometime in early spring, okay? And that's what Phil has been doing. In the winter, that's a metal building down there. Obviously, there's a ton of moving parts. Just keeping it warm in 3 degrees, 6 degrees is a task. Phil and his daughter Juliana do a great job, and we're just trying to plug through the winter, and hopefully we can get this project started early spring. Okay, some trustee reports. Trustee Polari.
Good evening. I will start with the Chamber of Commerce that continued their programming throughout the winter to engage the community during these colder months. The Chamber is organizing their Cabin Fever Business Mixer, which is scheduled for Wednesday, January the 28th at Murphy's. A Canva workshop is planned for early March, and the Chamber is also organizing a spring mixer for late March or early April. Looking further ahead, the Chamber is also planning their annual street fair on Saturday, June 13. So check your calendars and start thinking summer, which will be so good in this cold to be at summer right now. At the Greenwood Lake Senior Center, participation remains strong. The center continues to serve an average of 25 to 35 elders each day, and activities are consistently well attended. As a reminder, the Senior Center follows the Greenwood Lake School District schedule related to closings. If the school has a 2-hour delay, it means the center will also have a 2-hour delay opening at 10:30 on those days. On days when the schools are closed, the senior center will be closed as well. Monthly calendars are posted on the Greenwood Lake Senior Facebook page, and they are also available at the center. I would also like to take a moment to remind our community, especially during these periods of cold weather or winter storms, to check on our senior neighbors. Simple gestures like helping them shovel or salting their driveways. If you don't see them, just checking on them, calling, making sure they're warm, they have groceries, will go a long way. If you notice your neighbor is not coming out or something, please, reach out also to Village Hall so we could send a check-in and make sure they are well. Now moving to the Greenwood Lake Public Library, the library is once again offering assistance for free tax preparation services provided by AARP. Appointments can be made by calling 211 or 1-800-899-1479. Make an appointment, get your taxes done. It's a great service, it's free, it's by professionals, and you could get that service right here at the library. The library is also looking for artists, local artists and photographers. If they want to submit their work for exhibitions in 2026, reach out to the library if you want to have your work shown at the library. Upcoming programs include a Valentine's Toffee workshop for children, the Twin Book Club for teens, and adult programming such as chair yoga for adults, as well as a virtual program for Songs from the Heart for March 7th, where they have a virtual concert of love songs. Now finally, for the school district, the STEM fair is taking place tonight at the middle school. The week of January 26th is going to be the week of Spirit Week, where the kids are going to have different themes every day, and will also mark the end of the second marking period. So report cards or updates will be coming shortly after. The elementary school will be hosting their Sweetheart Night on February 6th at 6 p.m. and the next Board of Education meeting will be held on February the 9th at 6 p.m. at the middle school. The district will be closed for President's Day on February 16. If any resident would like to contact me directly, please don't hesitate to email me at Thais, Thais, at villageofgreenwoodlake.org. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Polari. Trustee Cellier, your report.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll start with the building department and activity in the month of December. Building department collected $5,600 in the month of December. They ran their annual numbers, so for the entire 2025, fees collected amounted to just a little under $111,000. In the month of December, 66% of the fees collected in that month were attributed to building permits and annual inspections, and there was one, so I'll call it a one-off fee, a stop work order, which generated some additional, attributed to that total in December. 8 new permits were opened in the month of December with construction, which are labeled as improvements or new construction, totaling around $107,000 of work that was presented to them under the building permits. They closed out 18 permits, 17 CCs or certificates of compliance, and 1 certificate of occupancy. December was a month of generosity, as there were no complaints or violations brought before the building department in the month of December. There were no planning or zoning meetings in the month of December, and looking forward, the proposed dates or tentative dates right now in terms of scheduling for January is the 27th for the next zoning board meeting, and they have their February dates published already, the 10th February and the 24th, and those are located in Village Hall, 18 Church Street, and they start at 7:30. The Comprehensive Plan Committee, right, as the public knows, we're in the midst of our Comprehensive Plan update. We reached a milestone in the month of December. We held our public workshop on Thursday, December 4th at the Greenwood Lake Elementary School. It was good engagement. We agreed for this first public workshop. We had 40 people actually come and register. It was an interactive workshop. There were 6 workstations that people who attended passed through, and they had different ways to kind of provide their feedback and input on the comprehensive plan update. Those the interactive stations included a welcome station where they were giving a guide and a handout on what was to follow. Obviously, other materials as well. There was a vision for the future workstation, strengths and opportunities, village priorities, places and connections, and village enhancements. So those were all the stations that the people who attended were able to visit and pretty much do a download of what their vision was for Greenwood Lake in those specific areas. So many members of the board attended. I was there in attendance. I thought it really accomplished our goal, and the goal was to capture the public input on the vision and priorities of the comprehensive plan update, building from the themes that were constructed from the survey feedback and work of the subcommittees. The survey, as many of you know, was sort of out there for about 6 months in total time. The public survey was closed on 12/8. In total, we collected responses from 460 individuals, right, who actually took the survey either in part or completed it. There were different parts of the survey, so obviously certain parts were optional. So again, another number that we're very pleased with. Pretty much hit our target of responses that we were looking for and sort of expected. This information, so areas of focus are the subcommittees that are part of the comprehensive plan. There's a downtown cohesive design marketing committee, economic development, community partnership, transportation, There's an area focus, pedestrian safety, recreation, family and housing, and environmental sustainability. So those are some of the subcommittees that are working on the comprehensive plan update. And next steps is the consultant that we have, NPV, will be tabulating all the responses and creating a public workshop summary, which will end up in the comprehensive plan update. It'll be an appendix. So again, all that information, all that feedback that was collected will become part of the document, the final document, and available for the public to review. Now the next step, Comprehensive Plan Committee will reconvene in early February. We'll discuss lessons learned from the public workshop, and then we'll review draft language from the consultant for vision, goals, and objectives, which will then become part of a draft comprehensive plan update. So we anticipate the balance of this year, continue to work on the update. Again, December was a big milestone. We're starting to really draft that plan, which will be reviewed not only by the village board, but by the public as well. There'll be a period where the public will have an opportunity to provide additional input into the final draft of the comprehensive plan update. So, anything else? That ends my report.
Thank you, Trustee Sayeh. Trustee Trezino, your report.
Good evening, everybody. I reach out to representatives of our emergency services regarding monthly reporting. And thank you, Chief Iron, as always, for his great report from the police department. The Greenwood Lake Ambulance Corps was not able to provide a summary for December at this time, but they will give me that data for next month. They have no issues to report at this time. The Greenwood Lake Fire Department reported that for the year 2025, they handled 187 calls. That includes 17 for the month of December. No outstanding issues to report for them. As Chief Iron had mentioned, we have the winter sports starting up here in the valley, and ice skating's a big one, right? So yes, please heed the chief's warning. Make sure that you're going out on safe ice. Make sure that someone knows that you're going out on the ice. Don't just go alone. We have started a new program in the village, our new skate share program. It's based out of the Greenwood Lake Community Center right next door. It's this really simple concept here. If you need a pair of skates, come on down to the center and grab a pair of skates. All right? When you're done, put them back. If you find that there's a pair that's in disrepair or something like that, just go ahead and either stop by Village Hall or stop by the police department. Just tell dispatch, hey, this pair is broken. You know, that could happen. But please do return them, anybody that uses them. If you have any old skates that you'd like to donate to the program, please feel free to bring them down. You can't miss it. We have the big garage doors next door, and we have the big bins right there, and they're filled with skates. Okay? So we've gotten a wonderful reception from the public so far with it. And really, this is just about residents and, community members, Lakers helping Lakers. As a father of 4, I know how quickly kids will outgrow skates, right? And I also know how quickly you end up with a collection of skates that aren't being used anymore because of that. So I brought down sets, other people have, so please, if you're looking to get rid of them, get them out of the way, it really is something great, everybody helping each other out. So with that, we look forward to seeing everybody on the ice, and all done.
Thank you, Trustee Trezino. What do we got here? Trustee Veth.
Good evening, everyone. News from the organizations. The Elks are holding a karaoke night and membership drive Friday, February 13th at 7 p.m. Anyone interested in membership or singing a tune or two, come on down to the lodge located in the village on Elks Drive. They're also hosting a charity blind draw cornhole tournament Sunday, February 1st at 11 a.m. The American Legion. The American Legion is holding a Friend in Need Tricky Tray on Sunday, February 15th at 1 p.m. at the Greenwood Lake American Legion Post. $20 donation. There'll be a tricky tray, 50-50 music, food buffet. Anyone interested in making a donation, call Peggy at 494-3592. They are also hosting a 4-week cornhole league on Friday nights for adults. That starts at 6:30. Greenwood Lake Little League, sure sign of spring's coming. Registration for this coming season is open. You can register now and pay later. Visit their website, www.gwllittleleague.com. The Greenwood Lake Lions are hosting a comedy night on Saturday, February 28th, 7:30 p.m. at the American Legion in Greenwood Lake. Tickets are on sale now through February 20th at $20. After that date and at the door, they will be $25. Online sales through Zeffy, Zeffy. I guess it's a online payment app. Must be 21 to attend. On the lake, we will be holding a public workshop at the Senior Center on Saturday, February 21st at 10 a.m. And the workshop is going to be dedicated to the lake weed and geese control programs. Anyone interested in helping or info is welcome to attend. This is for boaters, for lakefront owners, for anybody who wants to help. We need to get out ahead of the curve. There are specific timing on these events. The geese control program with the addling of the eggs is in the spring. The weed control program and the hand pulling of the invasive species is a little bit later. So anybody who's interested, come to that meeting at the Senior Center on the 21st. The beach and summer concert series programs are now being worked on. Scheduling, budgetary items, and sponsorships are being addressed. Some bands and events are booked. Namely, the fireworks will be on Saturday, July 4th, 2026 at the Waterfront Park. We'll be celebrating our 250th anniversary of the United States of America. Information and technology, nothing at this time, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Vett. Attorney Brian, anything?
I'm happy to report no news is good news.
Thank you. Clerk Holder, your report.
Sent out water notices, your second notice. They need to be paid by February 13th before it'll be re-levied onto your June village taxes. We also sent out the mailings for the water line survey in the building department mailers. Only about 104 people have done the water line survey out of about 1,300 that we're looking for. If you can please do that, we would appreciate it. Every year, the New York State is going to make us do this mailing until we have 100% people giving us what their water lines are. So we ask that you please do that. If anybody needs help or is not very tech savvy, if they can at least take a picture with their phone, if they don't know how to send it to us, if they can come into Village Hall, we'll help them out and complete the survey. But we really need everybody to do at least that for us. I also posted today the schedule for the year for the garbage with all the holidays on our Facebook page. It'll be on our website and also on our Instagram page so that everybody knows what holidays where it might be put off by one day. That doesn't include if a snowstorm or anything impacts garbage. That will just put up on Facebook if we get notified from the garbage company. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Clerk Holder. Okay, old business. Okay, it's January, it's freezing. We've all talked about ice safety. I think we get it. Be careful out there. Have fun, be careful. Ice rinks. We do have 2 portable ice rinks that we have not put up. That we have a leveling issue. But anyway, John, maybe after the meeting for a minute, we can talk with Brendan. We're going to try to come up with, as a committee, a more permanent type ice/hockey/roller hockey. It's something we have in the works. It's way too early to even discuss at this point. But we wanna offer as much recreation, obviously, as we can. Lead water survey, Kathleen just spoke about. This is a mandate by New York State. It's not something that we came up with ourselves, but we're obligated to complete this. They didn't give us a silly timeline. It's ongoing, and we have to complete it at some point in time. Building department sent out a mailer in the same envelope as the reminder about the lead survey. This is just statistical stuff. We're trying to chase, how many single families, 2-family rental units. We want to maintain an accurate file on, basically rentals, because they need inspections, they need fire inspections and stuff. So if you could fill that out, that would help us out immensely. New business, obviously effective today, actually. Throughout the weekend, we're going to have our warming center available. It's on. We'll have it up and posted. Warwick has one. The whole town. We gave the townwide our warming center, which is the senior center. What we're going to do, we're going to keep it open during the day, and at say 4 o'clock, we're going to lock the senior center up. If you need anything, please do not hesitate to call the police department, and we will have it reopened. Okay? If we get a power outage, we might transfer that warming center over to the teen center next door, because it has generator power. I think in the future we probably will utilize that, but we already publicized that the senior center will be our designated warming center. So if your heat goes out, you got kids, you got elderly people, don't brave it yourself. Call up. It's going to be excruciatingly cold. It's going to be like 3 degrees, 6 degrees. It's there. We'll open it up for anybody who needs it. The town is having a traffic safety study, transportation study. It involves all the villages, obviously Florida, Warwick, Greenwood Lake, and the town. It's a townwide study, and they're going to hold a public workshop meeting on January 29th, 6 p.m. at Warwick Town Hall. It's a collaborative study, basically to reduce accidents, speeding, recommendations. They're going to look at the whole gamut. Do we need different signage? Do we need more signage? Do we need less signage? Are the speed limits appropriate? It's going to be an in-depth study that all 3 villages are participating in. And again, January 29th at Village Hall, Town Hall at 6. Tax grievance night. We have a tax grievance night every February for anybody that feels that their taxes are not correct. Typically, you don't grieve them if you feel they're too low, but so if anybody has any issues, call us up. We'll kind of let you know what you need to bring. It's always better to have documentation if you're going to try to grieve something like taxes. The town tax assessor will be on site with us, and it's right next door at Village Hall in the conference room from 4 to 8 p.m. Okay, the town of Warwick Park and Recreation is doing a community survey. We have it posted. It just launched this Parks and Rec survey, and they encourage everyone to take a few minutes to participate. In the survey, our 2 parks that are town parks, the Winstanley Park and Thomas Morahan Beach, would be included. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't give you too much insight, but your feedback is important to help the future of these spaces. We're always looking, like I just said, we're always looking to change, upgrade, make things, improve things, make them better. So your voice is your voice. Take the survey, and we'll let you know how it all turns out in the end. Okay, events. Well, Maddie covers a lot of events. There are other things going on. We got the Teen Center Tuesday night, 51 Waterstone Road, 4 to 6 for 2nd to 5th grades, 6 to 8 p.m. for 6th to 8th graders. ZBA meetings dates January and February, or January 27th, but I think that was canceled, Chad, I believe, right? Or we have one January 27th, or right? The ZBA,
Right
or did they
now,
cancel it?
It's still on the schedule right now.
Okay, so as we speak, January 27th, then February 10th, and then February 24th. That is also in Village Hall, right next door, 18 Church Street, at 7:30. I spoke about the transportation meeting, January 29th, 6 o'clock. The Greenwood Lake Commission will be meeting February 17th, 7 p.m., located at Our Senior Center, 132 Windermere Avenue. Matt did allude to he's going to be conducting a workshop on lake weeds and geese control, Saturday, February 24th at 10 a.m. You know, it's in the middle of the winter. We're talking about single digits, but we're already working on lake treatment. We have to make sure our permitting for the treatment with any kind of chemicals is in place and moving. It takes, if you remember last year, a little snafu. It took a little longer than we liked, but we want to stay ahead of the curve. Ideally, I like to have the treatment completed on or about Mother's Day. That gets us into a good flow for the season. We typically do the North Arm twice. Brendan works on our weed harvesters. A little too cold right now to do that, but so we like to set up the lineup with a manual weed pull or a water chestnut pull in the North Arm by the firehouse, and then we segue right into the herbicides, and then as needed, we have 3 weed harvesters that we can utilize for the arms or any other area that might need that treatment. I spoke about the grievance night. We got that. With that, we have privileged the floor on anybody in the audience on any subject you would like. Hearing nothing. Boom. Okay, we have a couple of resolutions. Okay, the first one is regarding a feasibility study for the potential for a townwide police department. I want to explain that it is only a study. We are not merging the police departments today, tomorrow, or in the near future. But there is grant money out there to conduct a feasibility study. I don't think us as a board would be doing our duty as elected officials if we didn't look into every avenue of our main services, and police being one of the most critical ones that we have. I spoke to the chief on this. He's on board with doing a study because there's a study done in 1990 I've been reading, just started reading it recently, that obviously didn't come to fruition, but it brought out a lot of things that I like one way, didn't like another way. So it's grant money, so it's not going to be an out-of-cost thing for us, but I think it's something that potentially, whatever, I would like to see the results of it, and everybody's in agreement, I believe, on that. So, anyway, so where am I reading from right here? So, whereas, right here, okay. So this resolution is declaring intent to apply for the New York State Department of State and Local Government Efficiency Grants Program. The town is going to be the lead on this. Basically, just the way I explained it. We recognize the need to explore innovative and shared opportunities to improve municipal operations and achieve cost savings. So now therefore be it resolved, the village hereby declares its intention to support the submission of an application by the town of Warwick as a lead applicant for the New York State Department of Local Government Efficiency Grants Program to fund a study. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion, Mayor.
Second?
Trustee Sally?
I'll second.
Second, trustee Veth? All aye?
Aye. And that was, okay, that was resolution 2025-26, number 41. Resolution number 42 of 2025-2026 is accepting estimate for the redesign of our village website. Our web IT designer, and everybody up here, we feel that, you know, we want to freshen up up our website. You know, it gets stale after a while, and would like to just step it up. And Peter Hall is our village website designer, and his price was $795 to redo this thing. It'll take a little while, but I think it needs it, and I think the fee is within reason. And Peter knows our website in and out, so he's a logical person. So, do I have a motion?
I make a motion.
Okay, trustee Solari, seconded by trustee Giuliano. All aye.
Aye.
Resolution 43 of 25-26, authorizing the retention of Ingerman Smith LLP for legal services relating to bidding matters. We have, obviously, we have our village attorneys here. This attorney firm pretty much strictly does bids, and that's their expertise. And we have to go out for a bid for our sanitation, refuse, recycling this spring, and we would like to retain them again. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, trustee Veth,
Second.
trustee Sally, second. All aye.
Aye.
Resolution 44, 25-26, authorizes the mayor of the Village of Greenwood Lake to execute an IMA, intermunicipal agreement, with the town of Warwick for grant counseling service presided by Millennium Strategies. We just came off our first year. We started last year. They do a job, you know, their job is to find, chase grants. We get emails a couple of times a week from the company. Are you interested in this? Are you interested in that? Now that we've built up a relationship with them, we want to at least continue this for another year, and see where we can get money. It is a lot of work for the clerks. You know, it's not, you know, they just, you know, they can come up with the idea and they can write it, but, you know, we're tasked with providing all the information that's necessary. But, you know, sometimes you get lightning in a bottle. So I'm happy with the way it's worked out so far. We win some, we lose some, but we got to be in the game. Anyway, do I have a motion to do another year with Millennium Strategies?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, trustee Giuliano,
I'll second.
second. Trustee Solari. All aye.
Aye.
I'd like to have a motion to approve the paying of all audited bills. Motion?
Make the motion.
Seconded.
Trustee Sally, seconded by trustee Veth. All aye.
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 I'd like to have a motion to accept the minutes from the December 15th, 2025 special meeting and the December 17th, 2025 Village Board regular meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, trustee Veth,
I'll second.
second. Trustee Polari. All aye.
Aye. We do not have any budget amendments. We are not going into an executive session. And I would now like to have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Trustee Giuliano.
Seconded.
Which one?
Matt.
Veth, trustee Veth. All aye.
Aye. Our next village board meeting is scheduled for February 18th, 2026, 6 p.m. right here. Everybody out there, stay safe this weekend. Call Village Hall if you have any needs. Call the police department after hours. We're here to help. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.